Okay, so let's talk about Blue Lock's latest chapter. And I don't really think there's anything to talk about other than it's fucking over. I'll also talk about a potential theory I have. Before we start, let's get a quick refresher. You can skip this if you want. Here's the timestamp for that. Okay, so the chapter begins where it left off with Teddy having the possession of the ball. We see Isagi and Fox smiling for no reason. Then we see Isagi and Teddy do a one-on-one. Then we see Fox throwing this random hand sign, following that all of the England's players start running towards the goal. We then see Teddy passing the ball towards Parrot Nose, but he passes it further. Then we see this Walmart Agi trapping the ball. Yukimiya comes in, but he kicks it around him. Then we see Agi hitting the ball with his head. Then we see Parrot Nose again. He kicks the ball. But finally, after 20 million years, Aiku finally does his job right and stops it. But then Button Nose comes out of nowhere and passes to Aagi. But Agi passes it further towards this guy, but Karasu stops him. Then we see Parrot Nose again, but Isagi intercepts the pass. And just when we thought everything was good, we see Teddy comes out of nowhere. We see a knight stabbing Isagi. We see everyone shocked. Then he blazes past Hiyori around Yukimiya. Then we see all of the England's players running towards the goal again. What even is going on here at this point, guys? We see Fox smiling. Teddy takes the shot. Rio tries to block it, but it passes above his and Aiku's head around Gagamaru and into the net. Okay, that was genuinely depressing. Now, let's talk about the theory I had. And I think this can also explain this weird relationship between Teddy and Fox. And it goes like, England might be in flow. I know it sounds wrong, but hear me out. So the other day I was researching the flow state, and it was actually for personal use, not for Blue Lock. So as I was reading through this paper, it explained how we enter this state by having a clear goal, and the task should be challenging enough that is not too easy and not so boring that you don't want to do it. And also you should have the right skill set to actually be able to do it. So you need all three of these in order to get into flow. And as I continued reading, I came across this section where it talked about abandoning the sense of self, which we call ego. I think you might know where I'm going with this, but there's an important caveat that you still need ego to set the goals. So you can't have just one or two of the three. So when you think of this in terms of Blue Lock, we can see something familiar with England, where Fox might possess one part, the ego, and the players possessing the other, of abandoning the sense of self, their egos, purely focusing on what needs to be done in order to achieve the goal set by Fox. And on top of that, they possess the right skills to achieve it. And before someone says that Nigeria also didn't have any ego, you are right. But on top of that, they didn't have a clear goal and the right skill set. They were just too weak for it. And that's why I think England might be using something like flow, but not exactly. And this might be the key to defeating England, by breaking the connection of Fox and Teddy, the ego and no ego, by doing something out of the box. And if you think back, Isagi's 14 days training was exactly this learning about game-changing moments. So that was my little theory on how we might be able to defeat England. So if you liked it, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and please hype the video as my channel is new. It genuinely helps a lot, and I'll see you in the future.